Hello, my name is Rachel and I'm here to do the intimidating TBR tag. I don't remember off the top of my head who created this, but I definitely will leave a link down below, so check that out. And let's just jump in. If you're unfamiliar with what a TBR is, that is your ginormous pile of books to be read. And if you know me, I have a ton. I have a ton. I have a huge book buying problem, and it is a real problem. I like to have a lot of books, and I just can't read that fast. I've got to stop buying them though, so I can catch up with the ones that I do have, so that then I can buy new ones and read those. But yeah, let's just move on. First off is, what book have you been unable to finish? And for me, that is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I have tried this book so many times. I think I've started it at least 5 times. And at this point now, it's like I just feel so defeated when it comes to this book because I have started it like 5 times and have never finished it yet. But I'm just going to have to make myself, because A, now it's just the point of the matter. Like, this book is not going to defeat me. And 2, I think I would like it, and I would at least like to have read it and have that experience. So I really want to get this one read, and maybe 6 times is a charm. Next is, what book have you not read because you just haven't had the time? And for me, that is P.S. I Still Love You by Jenny Han. I read the first one in this duology called To All the Boys I Loved Before earlier in January, and I absolutely loved it. I read it in one day, and then this was on my TBR for February, and it has just not happened since then because I've had other books that I've had to read for various reasons, and I just haven't had a chance to get to this, but I really, really want to. So this is going to happen this year. Hopefully the sooner the better. We'll see. Once I'm out of school, though, with the summer, I feel like I'm going to have more time, and I'm hoping I'll get to it then. Next is to name a book you haven't read yet because it is a sequel, and for that, I'm going to go with The Dead and the Gone by Susan Beth Pfeffer. I bought this because somebody was talking about this series called Life as We Knew It, I think is what the series is called, and it sounded really good. They were kind of recommending it for the school library, so I thought I'll grab it and I'll read it, but I quickly realized that I had the second book. So I went back and I bought the first book, which is Life as We Knew It, and I'm hoping to get these read now that I have both of them. Next is to name a book that you haven't read because it is brand new, and for me that is Don't Get Caught by Kurt Didden. I was recommended this book by a friend like a month ago because she actually teaches with the author, and because it's a local author, I thought that was kind of neat, and it sounded pretty good. The tagline on this is "Let the Prank War Begin," so you can't go wrong there. And I gotta show you this. Look, when you flip through the pages, do you see the cows? Do you see the cows down there? How awesome. When I first picked it up, I just saw this, and I'm like, oh, there's something on my book, but it's cows. It's cows down there. But basically, I think that I just got this maybe like a week or 2 ago, and I haven't had a chance to read it because it is probably the last book that I have brought into my possession. So we're gonna go with this one. Next is to name a book that you haven't read because you read another book by the same author and you were kind of meh. And for that, I'm gonna go with Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I started reading Eleanor and Park, and it just didn't mesh with me. Maybe it was the wrong timing. I don't know what it was, but I got a little bit into it and I put it down, and I really never wanted to pick it back up again. And I still don't really feel the urge to read that one, but I've heard such good things about this book that I really would like to read this. And based on the plot, I mean, this sounds like a book that I would absolutely love. So I do want to read this one, but I'm just hesitant. Next is to name a book that you haven't read because you just really haven't been in the mood for it. And for me, that is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I've heard great things about this book. I'm kind of delving into fantasy. I shouldn't say that. I am not like purely fantasy. I'm kind of one of those lame girls that reads like the vampire and the werewolf books, but I have never really branched out into like the magic and wizards and stuff, and I really just started getting into it a little bit last year, and I've heard this one's amazing, so I'd really like to try it, but I just haven't been in the mood. I've had this from the library for a while now, and I keep renewing it, and I keep not reading it. I'm hoping to read it because I think I would really like it. So next is a book that you're hesitant to read because it's humongous, and for that I'm going to go with Outlander. I'd really like to read this, but I mean, it just feels like it's gonna take me forever. I feel like this would be a really great book to read in the summer though. Maybe at the beach, with a drink in my hand and the sand by my toes, and I don't know. I really want to read this, but it's like 900 pages, and that seems like a huge investment right now when I'm busy at work. So I'm hoping this summer when I have free time, and like I said, at the pool, maybe drinking a little drink, having a little sand and some sun, this will be an awesome beach read. Next is to name a book that you bought for the cover, but you kind of were turned off by all the negative reviews. I didn't really have a book that I felt stood out to me for this category, so I'm going to kind of change it a little bit, and I'm going to go with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I bought this because of the cover and because of all the excitement, and the plot sounds awesome, but it's been on my shelf for a little while, and now everybody's talking about it, and I just feel like it's kind of overhyped for me right now, so I'm not sure I would enjoy it at this moment, so I just haven't felt the urge to pick it up. So maybe if things die down a little bit, I'll get more into it, but right now, I just don't feel the urge to read this yet. And last but not least is what is the most intimidating book on your TBR, and from that is Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. I refuse to watch the show because I haven't read the book, and I'm dying to watch the show, so why aren't I reading the book, right? Well, it's because I am so intimidated by this book. I'm afraid that A, I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna be like the only person in the world. Two, I mean, it's pretty deep, right? I mean, it's pretty big, it's pretty intense, and like I said earlier, I'm just kind of getting into fantasy, and I just feel like this is gonna be so much to take in because it's a whole other world with all these weird characters, and I want to do it, but I'm just really intimidated by this book. It's gonna happen, but when? I don't know. So those are some of the most intimidating books on my TBR. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like, go ahead and hit that subscription button and you'll be notified when I post new videos. Right now I'm trying to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but we'll see how that goes. And if you've read any of these books and you'd like to throw a little inspiration my way, it can't hurt. And I'd love to know what books are on your intimidating TBR, so you can leave those down below. And that is all I have for you. So thank you for watching. I will see you again very soon with a new video. Bye for now.